Hello, welcome back to the Dixie Belle YouTube channel. I'm Connie from Faff Designs. I've got a very orange looking console table to make over with you today, and I'm going to be using a brand new decoupage paper. So this has now been prepped. It's been cleaned outside. It's been sanded inside, and then I cleaned it again just because it was so dirty. This is the brand new paper that I'm going to use paired with these two colours. I'm going to use silk mineral paint for these, for the stain blocking properties, because this is very orangey, and I just think this deeper shade, Deep Sea, is going to work really nicely with this paper. I think I'm going to use a bit of Quiet Cove as well, but they're my two shortlisted choices. And I just wanted to talk to you for a second about colour choices. So a lot of people ask me how I come up with colour combinations when I'm using decoupage or transfers, or even if I'm just trying to put a few colours together. So this is what the paper looks like. It's called Heirloom Roses. Like I say, it's brand new, and as you can see, it's got large, I'd say neutrally, with kind of warmer undertones, and then it's got a blue background with some green foliage as well. So if I'm at a loss of what colours to put with what, these are what I use. These are the Fandex from Dixie Belle, so they're true to colour swatches of all the chalk mineral paint colours and all the silk mineral paint colours. So they, like I say, these are accurate colour swatches, so you can shortlist the colours that are going to work with your chosen paper or transfer, or even if you're trying to see if two colours would work together, you can find them in the fan deck, pop them next to one another and see if they're going to work. Florida Orange and Antebellum Blue, I just pulled those two straight out of the bag, and they go really well because they're opposites, so they work really well. The other thing you could try using is a colour wheel or a book for colour theory, because that's helpful as well in understanding complementary colours and things like that. But these Fandex are fabulous. There's also ones for wood stains and metallics as well, but I'm just showing you these two for the purpose of this video. And like I say, these are available to the public as well as to retailers, so you can, you know, use these to your advantage instead of having to buy tester pots to see whether certain colours will go together or whether they're going to match your decoupage paper. So initially I thought the colour that I wanted to do this piece was Quiet Cove, and I was going to do a little bit of a paint technique with navy dry brushed over the top. However, I decided later on that I just wanted a very simple paint finish on this, just because I wanted the decoupage to be the focal point. So I do actually end up painting over this colour, but this is Quiet Cove. It's a very pretty shade. It's a light blue with purple undertones. I've not used it before on a piece of furniture, but it is a really pretty shade. So the next thing I did is paint the drawer fronts in salt water, which is also a silk mineral paint colour. Obviously it's white, as you can see. The reason I undercoat decoupage with white is because it keeps the colours true and vibrant in the paper, and it doesn't take on any of the colour that you can see underneath because it is quite a thin paper. Silk mineral paint has a built-in stain blocking primer, so as I'm painting this on, it's actually priming and painting my piece in one, so I don't need to prime separately with silk. So this is the colour that I actually decided on painting the piece. Like I said, I was going to do a paint technique where I did a little bit of dry brushing, but I just opted for a one colour finish with this, which is really what silk does work very well with. A more kind of modern one colour finish is definitely what silk is kind of intended to do. I did leave a little bit of Quiet Cove in some areas, so you'll have to see if you can see that towards the end of the video. The next thing I did once the undercoat of white was dry on the drawer fronts is to decoupage them. I'm going to use Dixie Belle's Satin Clear Coat to stick my paper down and also to seal it as well. You don't need any special glue to decoupage. The reason that I specifically say Satin Clear Coat is because it's a gel formula, which means it's the perfect medium for decoupage because it's not too runny, it doesn't dry down too quickly, and it's also not too sticky. The next thing I'm going to do is take an ink roller, and I saw another furniture painter doing this technique recently, thought it was genius, and it works super well. So if you ever have any wrinkles in your decoupage paper, this is a really good way of getting them out. just make sure you add something in between the paper and your roller, which is obviously going to prevent the paper from tearing or damaging. I'm just using the packaging from the decoupage paper in order to just give that little bit of protection, and just roller the ink roller over the top and it will take out any wrinkles. I also trimmed this down because I don't want to go all the way to the drawer edges. The drawer fronts have a raised section and then a recessed trim, so I'm going to cut that away with a craft knife and just trim it down so that it's nice and neat. Once the paper was trimmed down, I am then going to go in with my Satin Clear Coat again, and this is going to act as a protective top coat over the top of my decoupage. I usually do 2 to 3 coats over decoupage to make sure that it's really durable and protected. Always make sure to go over the corners and edges to make sure that's really stuck down well. I'm going to bring back a little bit of that lighter blue that I started using at the very start of the video, because I have left it visible in parts of the desk. So I wanted to bring that back because the inside of the drawers were filthy, and I scrubbed them and sanded them and they were still really kind of dirty and grubby. So again, I'm using the primer properties of silk here to stop any stains coming back through in my paint. I don't need to prime separately. I did 2 coats of this in total, and this is great if you've got any pen marks or stains from any products inside your drawers and you can't get rid of them, because it stops them and blocks them. So there you might just catch a little peep of that quiet cove that I was talking about. You'll also notice that I did a little bit of distressing around the edges of the decoupage, and here is the final piece. Thank you for watching the video today on the Dixie Belle YouTube channel. If you did want to pick up any of the products that I've used in the video today, remember you can shop on the Dixie Belle website in the link in the description. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you next time. Bye!